How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Shannon's Garage Australia. Okay, so firstly, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, this episode will come out after New Year's, you know, family obligations and all that kind of stuff is going on at the moment. So I've been very, very busy. But on today's episode, as you can see behind me, I have the Patrol out again and the campers out. So we are finishing off the final touches of our camping trip prep. Now, as you saw in the last episode, I did the drag link, new tyres, and new intercooler piping on the Patrol. In this episode, I am going to be doing a full major service. So that's an oil change, a degrease, an engine flush, an air filter, and getting this thing all buttoned up and ready for its trip. Now, on the camper, well, the reason why it's still out is because we've got to start loading all the gear into it. So my wife today will be loading all the essentials that we need for our 1 week camping trip into the camper, and then we'll close it up, button it up, and get it all ready to tow on Thursday morning. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. Well, there you go. She's all nice and degreased and ready for its service, but we'll give it some time to dry out so I'm not dealing with wet when I'm up underneath it. So yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes to dry up. We'll take it back up to the workshop there, park it on the flat level surface, start draining some oils and some coolants, and yeah, give this thing a full major service. Alrighty, so the engine bay is all nice and dry now. Here are some of the parts that we're going to be putting in today. We've got a new Jayco oil filter, air filter, and we need to replace a few of the hose clamps on the intercooler pipe that we put on the other day. They're just too weak. So I bought some SAS stainless steel clamps. So there's the engine bay, all nice and clean and ready to go. So the air filter is quite easy to do. Just undo these clips. There's 4 of them all together. Move this pipe out of the way. And there it is. It's not too, it's actually pretty dirty. So, oh, poor little butterfly got caught, but we'll grab him out. There we go. Now, just make sure that there's no crap inside there, which there is. We'll have to give that a quick vacuum, put the new filter in, and then start on the oil. All right, air filter's in, put the box back down, make sure she's nice and tight. Clip off the 4 clips again. Simple, easy as that, all done. Okay, so that's 2 jobs out of the way. Unfortunately, the other hose clamp that I purchased is too small. I actually thought I was picking up 2 of the same. but it is too small. So I am going to have to go back to Super Cheap and get myself another one of those. But that's intercooler pipe tidied up, air filter done. Now it's time to get up underneath the car and do a full oil change on this thing. So yeah, we're coming along quickly, coming along nicely. So this thing will be A1 in tip-top shape, all ready for its voyage up north. So yeah, let's get under the car now and start doing this oil. All right, so here we are up underneath the car. It's just a 22mm bolt for your sump plug. Undo that, and here she comes. There we go. All right, so what I like to do is just get it loose, put the oil pan up underneath it, so that way when she starts coming out, you don't end up with oil everywhere. There we go. And down we go. And that's that. She was definitely due for an oil change. She is very, very black, as you can see. Now you should really change your oil every 7.5 to 10,000 Ks. I think I'm a little bit over that, but not by much. But you can just see that diesel oil eventually ends up rather black. Anyway, we'll let that drain out and get the oil filter out as well. All right, so down there we have the oil filter. Now what I like to do, grab a good old rag, chuck a rag down there because there's not a hell of a lot of room down the bottom there to put a pan or anything like that. So I like to put a rag up underneath to catch any of the loose oil. And yeah, should be hand tight, turn, pull it off, put a new filter in, replace the seal, and that's it. All right, so there you go. Oil filter is now out, sitting down just in there. And see how filthy that filter was. Wow, that is a lot of crud. I'm going to quickly pull that apart and have a look and see if there's any metal shavings or anything like that in it, but yeah, that is pretty gross. All right, so oil filter housing completely cleaned out, brand new rubber seal put on it. All I've got to do now is chuck in the new oil filter, and I can put that back in, top it all up with 6 litres of oil, and she's done. All right, so now that that is pretty well drained out, give the area a quick clean up just to get any crap off it. And then put the sump plug back in, like so. That's it, clean. Grab the 22mm and just give it a quick zip up. You don't want to go over tight with these things because you can strip them. All right, just tight. And that is that. Well, that's going to be a wrap for today's episode, guys. The Patrol is now completely done. Full service done on it. I checked over all the rest of the oils, like the power steering, brakes, coolant, topped off all of those. So they are now all done as well. It's had a complete oil change. Fuel filter's been done as well, something I didn't tell you guys about the other day. Yeah, she's done. The camper van, we're still working on that thing at the moment, getting it all sorted out. We've got a microwave to put in and, you know, kettle, toaster, odds and ends. And then we'll pack that thing up and get that thing ready to go. But right now, we are all done. The patrol is finished. It's ready to go. There is no leaks. Fingers crossed it stays that way. But she's ready to go on her nice trip. So, yeah, look, the next time you guys see me, I will be up on the Sunshine Coast, enjoying some R&R with my family. I will try and do a video while I'm up there just to, you know, show you the park that we're staying in and, you know, a bit of fun times with the kids and the wife and whatnot. But, yeah, look, guys, again, very Merry Christmas. Have yourselves a fabulous New Year. And let's keep our fingers crossed that 2022 is an absolutely stellar year for all of us. But yeah, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And remember, stay cool.